What's up? 1515 Ave proudly presents the Rundown Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, the unofficial official podcast of VH1's Love and Hip Hop series. I'm one of your hosts, John Robinson, joined by the lovely and talented Miss Chelle and Jon. How you doing, sweetie?
I'm doing okay. A little sore, but I'm okay.
Okay. What you sore from? You dancing or something?
I took this hiatus from the gym, which was a horrible idea. And then I went back the other day and all of my body hurt. It hurts to lift my arms. It hurts to go up and down stairs. It hurts to sit up in the chair. If you leaning back and I sit up, boy, my abs are on fire.
Yeah, that's why I look, man. You gotta do a little push-ups and sit-ups at the crib. Keep your body just a little right.
A little so right, yeah. True,
it's not shocked. All right, episode 3 called Moving On.
I'm moving on. You remember that Maya song? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she had the cool little dance move.
Silk
the Shocker had the best line he ever had. He said, "Don't be so fast to react so quick." I was like, look at you, Silk. That's the only time he was on beat. He hasn't been on beat since.
For real. Like, why was it so hard for that man to catch a beat?
I don't know. I don't know. It was like he rapped to a different song in his head. And he made a career. This brother had, It Ain't My Fault. He had platinum albums.
He had hits.
But that's y'all girls liked him. I remember that Hot Boy movie. Girls like, Silk Shock's so cute. I'm like, he sucks at rapping though.
Man, but like he had some terrible songs. Remember that song with like him and Trina? I think it was. All I remember is the video.
What's that?
And they was like in that fake Winterland place with the jacuzzi
So what's
tub.
Up? What's the name of that damn song?
I
like
remember.
That. It's called something. Yes, you do.
It was whack.
Yeah, they were in a hot tub in Alaska or something like that.
Yeah, but like fake Alaska, like they had put some cotton balls all over the place to make snow. Like it was bad. It was bad.
That's cool. That's what it was.
Cool, yeah.
That's what it was.
How you got two bad rapping motherfuckers together? Okay, whatever.
Well, right here, y'all.
There you go. Trina, Love and Hip Hop Miami. I can see it.
Yeah, definitely get her on there. Ray, we pick up with Ray. I feel like this more than these first 3 episodes have all connected. Like they just be like, oh, we'll pick up right back in.
Yep, pretty much.
Ray dropping off Tierra stuff. Feminine stuff, monostat, and
you wanted to say thought. That's all that was. That's been your word. That was your word of the season.
Well, I don't know what BB is. So she had that too. I don't know what that was. And then Tierra muffs him.
Yo, you know what was so crazy about her muffing him? You can see the transition in her eyes. Like she went from
Chelle slowed this down like a JFK assassination tape. She's like, and right here.
No, seriously. Like I was watching it and you could tell she was buzzed. And then she was hurt. And then she was pissed. And you could just see it all happen in her eyes. And I was looking at it like, damn, G. Like you can see the transformation. Like you can see it. If y'all ain't watch, just look at her eyes. So you got really big, pretty brown eyes anyway. So you just got to be like, you can just tell she was hurt. Like, how the fuck you gonna do that to me? Bitch, how the fuck you gonna, it's like it just changed.
Yeah, Hollywood for Mannequin had to restrain her. I don't know if y'all ever seen Mannequin movie.
Where was he going with this hair?
He just showed up out of nowhere too. I was like, was you at the party?
Nowhere. With his goldy locks.
Yeah, and Hazel E helped out her friend. Speaking of Hazel E, you told me about how Twitter went in. VH1 went in. Like, if you went to VH1, they had like the 30 best memes from last night, and like 50 of them had to do with her.
Oh, it was talking about her. You dirty as hell.
They had her looking like the witch from Snow White. They showed her, like, people had put the memes like she used to be darker. She made herself look lighter. It was bad. I was like, dang. So yeah, Hazel E helped her out. Would you have done that? If you and your friends just got out, I'd be like, nope, you in trouble. F it.
Nah, because you have arguments with your friends, but at the end of the day, they still your friend.
Well, in the episode, they're not friends.
Well, true.
And listen, and before we go further, I had to put this out here. As I watched this episode, I kept thinking, why are they meetings always somewhere else if they live together? Why do they never have any Tia and Hazel
like
live
you
in the same house?
Right, like y'all couldn't sit on the couch.
But they was meeting up everywhere else.
Couldn't sit on the couch or nothing, huh? Okay.
No. All right, so I had to. Her name is Nia, even though it's spelled Naya. So Nia having doubts about playing house because Soulja Boy doesn't know how to act, and she says, it's been 8 years. I was like, she's like, I spent 8 years trying to figure out if I should trust. What's the expiration date on trust?
Listen,
I feel like 8 years is just way too much.
Way too long, but you couldn't have spent a full 8 years because you done dipped out, had some other baby with somebody else. So, like, this is neither here or there. But he is a 24-year-old millionaire. I'm not quite sure what you was expecting him to do other than get his life. I don't. I'm sorry.
I don't either. And he's ready to move past his past, but I don't think he is. And then this was bothering me. He asked her straight up, and it's just a little throwaway question that couples usually ask each other, like, you think you're my soulmate? Why wasn't she confident? Should she have been confident? She'd be like, I think I am. I don't think you think I am. But she was just like, for the most part, what was that? It's like, all right. Let's give Chelle a round of applause. She said every time we was going to see a Marion, he going to be dancing. The boy was that brother dancing.
I called it.
He was like,
And April just sitting there, really annoyed than a motherfucker. I was just, it was so funny because as soon as that scene popped up, I said, I told y'all asses this nigga was going to be dancing at every chance he get. What is he going on tour for? What song has Marion dropped? Have I missed it? And this is shade because I like Marion music.
He had, ooh, and I like it. Yeah, that song, I like it, or whatever.
The slow song. Okay,
yeah,
I did like that. Okay.
Yeah, April was aggravated with him, his mom, and I threw in his dancing. And she felt like Marion is responsible for the issues they had, and he needs to talk to his mom, basically. But we all said that.
Facts. Mm-hmm.
So this is what got to me. So I didn't mention it in the Soulja Boy Nia conversation, but I mentioned it here. What is with men when they're confronted by their woman always have to ask, so what you want me to do? Like,
because she's fussing and he needs to know what needs to be done so I can get you to shut up.
Okay, if my girl is fussing at me that I need to talk to her mom, why I'm going to say, what you need me to do? If my girl's fussing about me, about my past and trust, why I'm going to say, what you need me to do? Shouldn't I know what I need to do? Maybe that's just me.
He didn't want to assume. He wanted you to tell her exactly what
that's
it
when you
is.
Gotta listen, that's why you got to throw out there. So I'm going to talk to moms. Okay? And then if she say, cool, then I'm like, all right, that's what you wanted me to do. Got it. All right. Hazel E getting the mani-pedi. All right, let's pause right here. Women, y'all really got to be in a big-ass, oversized chair drinking some champagne while y'all getting the mani-pedi? Is that serious?
No, that's like how it goes.
Why is that? I feel like, but isn't that in the cost? I feel like that big-ass chair did not pay for itself.
Well, let me say this, though. Okay, so the nail shop that I go to, it started, of course, when it was first up and running, they had like not as humongous chairs, but they still had nice massaging chairs in the big bowl. But now that they got some money.
They got y'all money.
They got some money. The chairs are like luxury and the bowl is humongous and it's all very pretty. But the price did not change of what they do. So even they were just really good on saving. But one time I went to the nail shop that was in the mall and theirs was a little more expensive, but I just assumed because you have to pay for rent in the mall, they'd be a little crazy. But they did offer you wine, champagne, water, soda, pop.
Oh, okay. Man, we need to get on it. We need something like that. Oh, yeah. So Hazel is getting a mani-pedi with a girl, Jazz.
That's Jay-Z cousin. Uh-huh.
And they get to talking about Tierra Marie drinking problem, plus how Tierra Marie makes everything about her.
Which she do.
Yeah. And Hazel don't want to put hands on her, but she will just to get her in line. And then she cries because it's so emotional. Like, guys doing that, guys be like, man, he act up and pop him, but they gonna be like, because he's my brother and we've been together. Like,
let her be. She is a woman and she is emotional. Let her have her feelings.
Man, she gonna get her come up his next episode. Barra bring that chick. I love it. Good stuff. Right. Molly Ma. What we say his name is Jamal Rashad? I think that's Jamal Rashid or something like that. Which throws me because the brother looked like he was Latin. I didn't think he was black and white or whatever. I thought he was.
He do look Latin.
I thought he was Hispanic. I'm sorry. That's not an insult. Just thought he was Hispanic.
Right.
Molly and Masika shopping for furniture from Molly's condo in Beverly Hills. Masika, God bless you. You are so focused on getting this man that you ain't never ever gonna have. She's like, I'm getting out this closet. And when She came at him. He still was smooth as hell. He ducked her question, but he was honest. Like, I like you. You my... The terms "you my baby" and "you my boo" don't mean shit to nobody. I guess to women, though. Y'all take that. Y'all like, all right, cool. I'm his boo. So that means we are official. Because that's how Masika took it. What were your thoughts on this scene? You all there quiet. You remember this scene?
I do remember this scene because all I kept thinking was, you are
This
so
is that value
naive,
furniture.
girl. This man can't even look you in your eyes while he tell you the bullshit that he is telling you.
Yeah.
That just did it for me.
But we're going to get to him later because this didn't make any sense. Fizz and Amanda on a double date with Omarion and April. And April and Amanda swapped their pity stories about the women in their man's life. Date. Fizz looking too much like he should be in Bone Thugs and Harmony.
He's
just a little too much for me.
But I like that little double date. I like that little double date. It felt semi-real.
It did. It's it's kind of weird because they're like, April was like, I think they be showing us things out of order because April was like, the last episode said, oh yeah, I know Amanda if I met her. And then when Amanda went on that double date, Amanda was like, oh, congratulations on the pregnancy. I'm like, when the last time you seen Amanda?
Each other, right? Exactly. That's true.
All right. What's that? What happened in this? They both tell Fizz. Oh yeah, April and Amanda both tell Fizz to talk to Moniece, which he didn't have no plans on doing. He wanted to avoid this chick. How? I have no idea how that was going to happen.
I like how April was like, look, she my friend. I know she crazy. Like, I know she crazy. I ain't gonna be on this girl side too much because I just met her. But I ain't gonna knock her because I know my friend is crazy and this is what she do. I'm gonna see, this is why so far, April is right there. She right there on my list.
Yeah, she is.
I fucks with her.
I think my favorite part of that was when she said she thought Moniece would have put hands on her, so she commended her for not doing that. Like, oh, she growing up because I know her. All right, so then we just turn around and Nikki and Molly have a talk because apparently Molly has been blowing up her phone. Then what? How old are you too old for a promise ring? Like, she was like, I got a promise ring, so that means we're together forever.
No, honey, it does a wedding ring don't mean you together forever.
Tattoos don't mean you together forever. Nothing.
For real.
Unless y'all are together forever.
Man, I want to know what they thinking when this episode aired. They were both sitting on their couch watching it.
Yeah, I should scoot over to VH1 and watch their little reaction videos. Like,
dude, he sat here and was like, "You my boo," to Masika. "You are my boo. You are my everything." And went over to Nikki like, "You my boo. You my baby. We together. You what?" It wasn't all we did was hooked up a couple of times. That was it. Like, and the fact
orally, no sex.
Okay. Who are you trying to fool here? I don't know. I'm sorry. I may be wrong. It may be men out there who be perfectly content with just getting a quick sucky suck. But if you can get a sucky suck, you can get a fucky fuck. And I just don't see why you would pass that.
Put that on the t-shirt. Sucky suck leads to a fucky fuck. There we go.
And so I don't know nobody who would be like, you know what? Thanks for the head, boo. And they throwing a box at you, like, what?
Yeah, he said he's done with Masika. Said she fake. She's all about music or whatever.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I really wish I knew what Masika was doing when she was watching this. Like, motherfucker. Oh, so I'm fake, huh? Okay, I got your fake. I'm ready for the reunion show right now.
Yeah, but the reason it was weird because Molly didn't seem like he had to do all that. He could have been like, nah, we just cool. But he turned it to like, we still together. Give me a kiss. I want to be with you. How much I love you. Like, why? You flipped this switch. He could have been like, nah, right now I'm just enjoying the single life. I'm not really with her. We cool, blah, blah. True. Where the hell was Nikki going? She's still on you.
Right. She ain't going nowhere.
Tiara, singing career might not be going anywhere. She's singing about butterflies.
It didn't sound like a bad song.
It did not. But it don't mean nothing. Because there's a lot of bad artists right now who are blowing up. A lot of good artists.
That is true.
And she got to get that temper under control. When Hazel comes to pay her a visit.
Especially, that's about the truest statement ever. Because now we see who you are. Ain't nobody going to want to fuck with you.
So, this all blew up because, well, it was never good. Hazel brought up the whole relationship and you taking the spotlight and Tierra was like, y'all not in a relationship. And then Hazel had that whole little moment, like, it don't matter because I hold him down and blah, blah. And then she just like stumped off like a little kid throwing a tantrum. Like, this is why I can't hang out with you. It's like, God. I said, look, Hazel, you should always like, don't worry about Tierra. She gonna need a ride somewhere. Y'all always gonna be good.
You know, but I have to be on Team Hazel because regardless how you feel, how do you feel about my relationship or non-relationship with this person? My feelings were still invested, and that's all that matters. You more concerned because I wasn't with this man for 8-9 years like you was with Ray J. As my friend, you supposed to be there for me and be like, girl, I understand exactly where you coming from, but sometimes you just gotta do this, that, and that, and this. You ain't supposed to be like, bitch, your shit is irrelevant to what I'm going through. Like, who does that?
I think Tierra Marie has probably already told Hazel this, and she got reached that point where she was like, I'm tired of telling, look, it's not a relationship. Her biggest thing should have been like, y'all been messing with each other for 10 years, and he ain't made you no hit. Like, where the hits at?
Who made, what's that Sponsor Me song? Who made that a hit?
I don't know. That's I still BET showed out for that. Talking about, so we're not going to play that song because it sends the wrong message. Like all these rap videos we were playing, y'all did not care.
BET better stop playing. Y'all better be playing any and everything.
What you want them to do? Stop playing it now?
No, I'm just saying BET so far gone. You ain't got no chance to be telling nobody what you not gonna do. Like, honey, what? You bet all the reasons now that you won't play this is why VH1 is the new BET.
Yeah. Fizz talked to Moniece, who looked like she just woke up. And Tierra Marie and Moniece are the star of this crazy ass show. Don't get it twisted, y'all. I live for their scenes. they don't ever have a chill scene. There has not been one scene where they've been cool. Either Moniece talking about dicks or she going off. It's like that
scene, watching her talk to Fizz though, I was like, she is bona fide crazy. She was calm. She was like the Joe Budden of Hollywood. Like, she was just real, like, and I really want this to be this way and this, that, and whatever. I was like, the calm before the storm. I'm ready. I thought she was going to throw something. Like, she was just too chill. I'm like, she crazy.
She talked about how her mom ain't getting along. She lost her record deal. She ain't got no car, no place. She barely had any tears. She had a little wetness by the eyes. I did peep that. And they seem to have ended that conversation on a positive note. Like, all right, look, I know what we got to do.
I feel like they were talking in circles, though.
They talk about the same shit. Man, look, I'm going to tell y'all right now. If you and your ex, I don't care who they are, if every time y'all get together, y'all talk about the past, y'all not over each other. Y'all got to move the fuck on. Like, they talk about the same shit. All right, Nia shows up to celebrate Soulja Boy, King Leo, Soulja. Leo King Soulja. That's what he did. That party was so fake. It looked like they was like 5, 4, 2, 3, turn up.
Hey.
Nia's walking through. Everybody didn't look like they was really partying. It's broad daylight, y'all. It's bright. And y'all let the sun in. It wasn't like y'all was like some vampires, like, let it be dark in here. Y'all could have took your ass outside on the balcony.
I know you got a pool. Like, why you really making a pool party? And where was this, like, I feel like you should have a for real sound system. Like, the house look rented or whatever. Like, they up here bumping music from their phone and stuff. Like, somebody get this out of here.
I've been to one of those parties and I'm like, cut it out. Cut it out. They just parked the phone
and shit. Like, go get you a Beats or something. Get a little pills.
No, laptop. They're playing off the laptop with the laptop not being hooked up to anything.
Yeah, like I was just and they like, turn up. Nobody partying like this.
No, there's no bass. Not moving at all.
All treble.
So, if I was a real Soulja Boy party, where was the weed? Like, I should have caught somebody with some weed.
Well, she said she smelled
the smelled weed. Soulja seemed high and drunk, and he acts like a kid.
She was like, it's the middle of the day. He said, it's the middle of my birthday. I died.
That's right. He said, negative Nia, get away. I'm done.
She was like, oh, you suck. I was over here dying, though. I was
5 years old.
Dad, though, because like he like, it's my birthday. You gonna argue with me on my birthday? Oh, you suck. dog. And I really was just bad on it. I watched it again yesterday and died some more. Like,
it's so funny. I was like, you can't be serious, man. I'm going to take you serious as a legitimate rapper, and you throwing fits, tantrums like you too. So 2 episodes in a row, they end on a bad note.
But he like, man, screw your plans. She like, skip my plans. He like, yeah. Okay, here, I'm on her side though. Sort of on this part. Have somebody throw a surprise party in your house.
That's what I didn't get. That didn't make any sense. I'm like, did they walk in? Or do you live in a sitcom? Like, how was they able to handle just to get in?
All I could think about, this is me making up a whole storyline for him, is, one of his boys was like, I'm going to be at your, or, was sleeping over at his house, and Soulja Boy had a day full of things to do, and he was like, hey, we're going to have a little something over here. Boom, bow, bow. Maybe. That's about it. That's what I came up with.
I really hope we not moving towards a trend where women are dating guys with tattoos on their face. I just want to put that out there because I'm like, this
had
dude.
A heart, baby.
Yeah, I was like, we got to move past this, y'all. Ain't no way when you was a little girl, you looked up and said your man finna have tattoos on his face. What we got next? Okay, here come I got questions. Like, you know how y'all be listening to Chelle be like, I got questions? I got questions about this damn scene. So, Omarion and April pay Leslie a visit, who has to give her son 3 kisses so she knows he loves him as soon as he walks through the door. Now, here are my questions, because if you guys seen this scene, because why else would you be listening to this? She gave Omarion a whole lot, and April a whole lot. Now, everybody knows, if you don't know, Omarion has a brother named Orion, who has a baby with Janae Aiko. Now, does she treat Janae Aiko the same way? Does she throw a whole fit around her? If she do, we're going to get a whole bunch of more sad songs from Janae Aiko. And then she pulled this. She said, I'm sick and I'm old and I deserve to be a priority. And April busted her out. You know how women don't be telling age. Says she is 45 years old. If that's the case, y'all should have showed her Mimi sex tape because they're the same damn age. And Mimi ain't acting like that. Like, that's amazing. Those 2 women are the same age and look drastically different.
Yes.
Felicia Rashad look younger than Leslie. I'm just going to put that out there.
Leslie looks so bad in the confessional part, but like on actual, she was like in the house on the couch just having a conversation. She looks good. But in that confessional, I don't know if it's the light or the makeup or what. They is jacking everybody up. I'm going to just say that. Everybody looking some kind of way. But
this don't look like it gets better either. Next episode of the baby shower.
It don't. But I'm so like, okay. I have to commend Omarion.
She'll put her hand to her head 3 times, y'all. trying to grab the thoughts out her head.
I tried. Took a deep breath before I have to start talking. I commend Omarion. I felt like he tried to handle that the best way he could without disrespecting his mother and still holding down his woman. So, I'm going to give him that. Leslie just ain't here for it. Like, at what point did you like April and then all of a sudden just start hating her? The thing that's messed up for you to be somebody's mother is your child has already taken care of you on more levels than, needed probably. Yeah. He is starting his own family. No shade, because you're my mama. You're going to always be my mama. But I got to take care of my family now, too. And I need her to grow up and respect that.
Yeah, that's correct. All right, so let's get to my favorite.
And then she said, I still don't like you.
Yeah, she's difficult for no reason. I just don't like you.
Right? Do you really think that she just all of a sudden don't like her now? Or do you think, TV, we need some drama. It's got to be a mama problem drama.
There's not been a good mom on the show that is a mainstay, part of the cast. Because Mama D, Mama Jones, and now Leslie are mainstays, and they all hate or at one point hate who their son is dating. No, Deb couldn't be a mainstay. Rashida's mama couldn't be a mainstay because they too positive. Like, nope, we need another bitter bitch to add to the rest of these ladies.
Rashida mama, the way she came at Kirk.
Yeah, but at the beginning, she liked Kirk until Kirk started wilding up.
Right.
All right, so let's get to my favorite, Morgan. You know what? I'm mad too because I thought Morgan looked like Mona Scott, and I didn't say nothing. And she kind of sounded like her too. She's like a young Morgan, and they play that up like in her memes. They be like, they call her young Morgan Scott or young or whatever. But she's the only one who really got the most sense on here. So her and Ray smoking hookahs, talking Tierra.
Lord, I wanted to race to the TV and slap the shit out of Ray J.
What was Ray? Did Ray come drunk, or did we just miss all the drinks he took?
We had to miss all the drinks because
that brother stood on the couch. He was burning the couch, and he was turned up like, "No, you ain't gonna come to my." And then you could tell he was out of his mind because Morgan was like, "I'm not defending her." And this is why I like Morgan, because she was basically saying, "You still were wrong for what you did."
Right.
Like, we need people to tell us when we're wrong.
Yeah.
Regardless if it's against somebody we hate.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, it was just wrong. She not defending her. I'm telling you what you did wrong. Come on now. Like, grow up.
Yeah, it's like you're 33, 34 years old. Cut it out. Golly. But Ray still wanted that apology, and Morgan, she shouldn't have apologized.
And then had the nerve to get her ultimatum, though. Like, you either rocking with me or you defending that bitch. Like, what you doing? Like, boo. Like, chill. If I want to defend whomever, I will. And ain't shit you gonna fire me for it.
Yeah. All right, we finally see Tierra and Hazel apartment in true Love and Hip Hop fashion. Only on Love and Hip Hop can you move all the fuck way out before somebody else shows up. How is that possible? And they made sure her last box was just something she can carry. And Hazel E., you should sue the fuck out of VH1 for showing your backside. You ain't got no booty, young lady. But you have them little shorts on like she did. She's like,
she had a little wiggle walk too.
Yeah,
Let's talk about that miscellaneous white car that pulled up in the middle of the truck in the van that wasn't there before. Mm-hmm.
What is you doing? Studying this?
How did you miss it? It was clear as day. Like, think about it. She was at the truck. She was putting in her box. What's that girl name? Tierra Marie pulls up in a black truck. Okay. Yeah. Tierra gets out the car. She walks over to her. She's like, "Oh, that's what you're doing? Okay, get your shit. Get the fuck out back." She gets back in the car. Okay. Hazel walks up to the car. Saying what she got to say. When she backs up, all of a sudden it's a white car there. Where did the car come from? Whose car is it?
It's the cameras. They need the cameras to jump out.
I don't have time. I don't. It was like, hold on, pause, cut. We gotta put more cameras on.
Hazel somehow found a place in California quicker than Kalina and Tony could find one in Atlanta. How is that possible? I do love Tierra's speech. Now, look, I'm not a fan of Tierra because she wilding out. But when she said, "You should be proud of me," she's like, "I am proud of you because you can't rap, you don't know music, and you keep trying at 34 years old." And she just rolled off her tongue, too. Like, she didn't pause. She was like, "You can't rap. What else? What else? You don't know me." Like, she just hit that. Like, she been waiting to unleash this.
Yeah, pretty much.
It says she lost her OnlyFans/friend.
That's one thing I will give Tierra. She got a quick tongue. She quick.
Neither one of them look like they could fight. Let's just be honest. The way Hazel hopped up, like, "Come on," and Tierra's like, "No," and then Tierra had to go back to her car.
She could fight more than Tierra because I don't know where you're going in these. I don't understand why on these shows they feel like heels are a necessity everywhere they go. They'd be mad at me because I'd be a flat wearing sister.
Yep. All right. It depends on who you're using scenes with. If you're using scenes with Scrappy, they wouldn't care.
But if I'm in scenes with another woman.
Benzino. No. Because Scrappy and Benzino, they're short guys. And it's easier to shoot if you guys are on the same level.
But that's why I said they wouldn't care. It's supposed to be reality TV.
You're right. It's supposed to be.
It ain't supposed to have staged wardrobe. Like, okay, today you're going to wear your skinny jeans. Make sure that you have on 5-inch heels because you're going to be around the girl who's 5'9". She has to wear flats, though. So make sure you keep that in mind.
You ain't never noticed that? Like, they're all around the same height.
I've noticed, but it's like, no, besides April and Moniece, when they had that thing with Moniece.
That shit was an elevator, not escalator. They can't help. They're like, "Fuck April. Golly, why you gotta be so tall?" All right. So Berg now taking, next time on Love and Hip Hop, Berg now taking Hazel with him to ASCAP Awards. I never heard of that. Nikki and her mom, Nikki mama. Woo. I'm not going to say nothing bad about her mama, though. Golly. Talk about Molly. Masika and Morgan and Nikki talk. That just go all bad. Amarion talks to his mom. Then he talks to Fizz and Soldier. I don't need no advice from Soldier. I just can't do it. April and Leslie argue at the baby shower, and Berg brings another girl to the award show. Berg just don't give a fuck. Like that brother, he done earned him a spot next season.
He tried. He so want to be Stevie or so bad or Peter. He got to make a name for himself. He is trying.
Oh, he out doing all them. He out doing all them. Because he told the chick, like, you don't be no girls to the ASCAP Awards. And then he brought a girl straight up.
And then, like, kissed on the cheek type bitch.
Yeah.
Like, you dog. No, what made me mad, though, is, hey, you for real, you really don't have no backstabbing. You tried to walk away hard as hell and switch.
She did.
Like, she tried it, though. And I was like, girl. Whew.
All right, let's get to news and rumors. So her last name is Slaughter, y'all. Moniece Slaughter. That is crazy.
Set up.
So he basically, what's this? Rollingout.com did an interview with her. Okay, so here's the good part. There are a lot of rumors circling about the reason behind why Lil Fizz originally received full custody of your son, Cameron. Do you want to set the record straight on what really occurred? She says, definitely. Drew and I are not together. When I found out I was pregnant, he actually broke up with me, and then I found out a week later. Wait.
How you found out a week later that he broke up with you?
No. This is how she talks. She said, when I found out I was pregnant, he actually broke up with me, and then I found out a week later that I was expecting. That didn't make any sense, sweetie. Like, maybe they typed it up, maybe they got the roles wrong. After finding out, he decided that he wanted to make the relationship work. I tried. When my son was 3 weeks old, I decided I wasn't in love. That's crazy because it seemed like you still love Drew.
Right.
We weren't seeing eye to eye, and it was me who left the relationship at the point. He said he wanted to make it work. I said I didn't, at least not at that point. I felt like we should work on ourselves as individuals and then come back together as a strong family unit. So let's go.
That's not telling us.
Oh, no, I got more. She got like 4 paragraphs, so I'm trying to zip. So they originally had a verbal agreement in regards to custody of Cameron. The real issue, she said, didn't begin until day 1. Drew came to my house to pick up my son and threatened to never bring him home. He said he had already filed for joint custody, and because I didn't respond, I had lost in default. But in all reality, I didn't respond because if I had responded with an attorney, he would have lost all rights to his son.
How?
Okay, so I don't know.
None of this makes sense to me.
None of it does. I'm going to finish it out for y'all because we only got like three items today. I was actually going to court with our son and he wasn't showing up. There ended up being a huge fight that day that involved my parents and everything escalated. I attempted to fuck up his car, but before I could even make it to the car, he tackled me in the street. The police were called. I was running my mouth, so they took me to jail and not him. But because I was so bloodied and messed up, the DA dropped the case.
But yet,
and they were not
okay.
And they were not going to remove Cameron from my custody.
But yeah, he was able to get a whole restraining order against you.
Hold up. Oh, God. All right, man, I'm trying to zip through this. This is crazy. She could never just condense this, sweetie, just a little. So Drew later filed for a temporary restraining order, but again, he never showed up to court, so a permanent restraining order was never granted, and a temporary order was dropped. DCFS had to get involved because anytime there's a domestic dispute and a minor is involved, by law, they have to come out and evaluate the situation. They ended up coming out to my home, evaluated me and my living situation, and determined it was best that Cameron stay with me. My mother and I, at the time, we're not getting along. I had a brother who at the time was addicted to heroin. Wow. Some things transpired. My mom blamed me and wanted to kick me out the house, but she knew that if I left, Cameron would have to go with me, and I don't think she could live with that. So the day DCFS was calling me to close the case, I actually wasn't home. So many conveniences to do that.
Right.
Cameron was visiting his father. My cell phone was dead. And when they finally reached someone in my house, it was my mother who lied and said that I had hit my son with an open hand. But when the DCFS came out to see him, there were no signs of bruising, no signs of physical abuse, nothing of the sort. So that is where I lost. So that's where she lost full custody of her son. But there was no. So she fought for a year. I'm done with this story. She got 2 more paragraphs. That's how she got it. That's how she lost. But
none of that makes sense to me.
No.
And I hate to say that because, I mean, you're giving so many details, which make me want to believe that you're telling the story, like you tell the truth to this story. But this story just doesn't make sense to me. Like you said, how conveniently places that you're not here, or he didn't show up, or all of a sudden my phone was dead. Then your mom, like, what? I mean, I ain't trying to judge your life, but what? Your life sounding real fucked up is all I'm saying.
Your life sounding like you need your own reality show.
For real. Like you better call up Ayana because you need somebody to fix it, honey.
All right, so here's some news that just broke today. via Instagram, of course. Ray J has been accused of hitting Morgan.
Ooh,
My favorite.
not my
I know that.
Morgan.
So Morgan went to Instagram and said, it has a picture of her, and she says, tell the real reason I don't fuck with you and why I don't work for you. Because you put your hands on me in front of my child talking about you gonna have me killed. Wow. All in front of my son, you drunk ass nigga. And then Harmon also hinted that Ray has attacked other people as well. She said, go get some help because I'm not the only one you're beating on. How's that for some tea? 10 years a book loyal to the wrong fuckboy, she added.
Oh,
Ray J
so
has yet to
her and Tierra
respond.
gonna be friends again?
I don't think she likes Tierra, though.
I mean, I feel like they have some common ground, respect for each other. She just don't like Tierra when she's under the influence and was, and in words that she's had already stated. And they was, even when they sat there and they had a little conversation, she still wasn't like, I hate Tierra. It was just like, okay, we cool from a distance. But I felt like, again, she was trying to be so loyal to Ray J. And now here it is,
Yeah.
Ray J being stupid. And then sometimes she might look back and be like, well, I could see how Ray J and Tierra was going into this. She might have been putting all the fault on Tierra at the time when the fault should be equally distributed, is what I'm thinking.
And you know what? I'm upset that I forgot to put this in there. We forgot to talk about a major point in that first scene. Tierra, and women everywhere, don't try to say a dude's dick little when y'all get in a fight. Especially if we all done seen this dude's dick. Like, cut it out. Just cut it out. Either his dick is little or, if
his dick is little, maybe his stroke is right. Listen,
I say something about his little dick you like.
Right.
Because you got feelings. So that doesn't help you out when you say it. Soulja Boy is not the father of Diamond's baby. That came out September 26th.
Diamond got a baby?
Yeah, close to a year after the child's mother, Diamond shot Tanice Mackie. Not to be confused with the rapper Diamond.
Oh, okay.
It's a different.
I was gonna say,
his brother messed with two diamonds.
Have a baby.
But yeah, all right. So, and then here's the big news. So, K Michelle Memphis thing came out this week. Their deposition. So we remember in the first season, K Michelle has said that Memphis, or she'd been in an abusive relationship, and Memphis was the cause of this, was the guy she was referring to.
Right.
Remember the whole big thing where she didn't believe her, their friends, blah, blah. So his words were from the deposition was, so I grabbed her arms I'm tired of taking 1,000 swinging punches like from a girl. I'm like, what is going on? So I'm grabbing her. Yes, I grabbed her and I held her arms down from hitting my ass again. And she was screaming. And I'm like, yo, so the police get there. And okay, so I did. I covered her mouth because she was screaming so loud. So according to him, Kay hit him a couple of times and he just covered her mouth or whatever. What else? He says, so they asked her, when you were covering her mouth with your hand or a towel or both, she was standing up or was she laying down? She said she was on the ground laying down. I was holding her down. She was just kicking and screaming, doing all crazy stuff. So he's saying like he never hit her, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
But, Kay's still on this. And now this dude has threatened to release a sex tape.
What is what everybody needs to say? Why is everybody taping themselves getting in? What is the excitement in this? I'm just not about that life.
All it seems like it is good for is blackmail. If you want to blackmail somebody later on.
Yep. Keep a sex tape. That's why Nope.
So I think they actually took down the pictures or whatever. But he has said, y'all want me to leak a tape or some audio on Instagram? And then Toya, Lil Wayne, mother of his oldest child, and Memphis' wife, put up a picture and says, I never met a bitch that pop off as much as you do and then play the victim role. Girl, bye. I'm like, what? Somebody need to be a bigger person and just ignore this. Like, ain't no way she done had 7 boyfriends. Y'all been married for a couple of years now. I got to be done with this.
While we still dwelling on it. But that is a fact, though. Like, K Michelle pop off every moment she get, and then she will play victim. So I'm gonna have to agree with that statement.
All right, that is the episode, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Another 40 minutes for you guys. You can follow me at One and Only. You can follow Chelle
at Sexy Chelle on Instagram and Twitter.
Make sure you follow the website at 1515av. Visit the website, 1515av.com. Check out our other podcasts such as Wrestling Roundtable, Lace 'em Up, Equal Opposites, which we're about to do next, and Studio Flow, which has got a super busy month coming up. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you rate, review, subscribe on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, and wherever else you can listen to podcasts. And I think that's it. October should be a big month for us. So appreciate you guys listening. We appreciate the little views we get on YouTube. I know y'all not fucking with us until we start doing this more often, but we appreciate you guys watching
or doing
watching
videos,
listening.
God,
Yeah. All right. Until next time, I say peace. She says
bye.